Israeli forces killed dozens of Palestinians in their latest attack on the occupied and blockaded Gaza Strip. The Palestinian Ministry of Health said Sunday that so far 44 people, including at least 15 children and 4 women, died during the 66-hour Israeli onslaught, officially called Operation Breaking Dawn, in which militants also reportedly fired at least hundreds of rockets at Israel, resulting in 3 light injuries. So the reason why there were 3 light injuries is because the defense capabilities in Israel are very different from the defense capabilities in the Gaza Strip or the West Bank. They have the protection of the Iron Dome, and so while obviously you don't want to provide excuses or cover for anyone launching rockets into Israel, there is a difference in terms of their military capability and their ability to protect themselves. Now, a 16th child, 10-year-old Hanin Abu Qaida, died Monday of injuries sustained during a Saturday Israeli attack that also killed her mother. The ministry said that 360 other Palestinians were wounded during the attacks, which ended with the 11:30 p.m. truce. So they agreed to stop attacking one another. And luckily, as of today, it doesn't appear that they're still, attacking one another. The Israeli Defense Forces are no longer doing strikes in the Gaza Strip. But as we know from previous reporting, that's temporary. Next month, it'll be another attack on the Gaza Strip. Now, as Palestinians wounded in Israeli airstrikes stream into Gaza's hospitals, the territory's healthcare system, which has deteriorated under a 15-year Israeli blockade, could cease to operate within days due to the closure of its only power plant amid a dwindling supply of fuel. So not only are the defense capabilities different, not only are the military capabilities different, the ability to provide medical care to individuals who are injured as a result of this ongoing war, very different, because they don't have the same resources in the Gaza Strip as a result of this blockade.
Yeah, so almost no one in Israel got injured. On the one hand, both Israel and America are bragging about Iron Dome that it intercepted 380 rockets. That's great. I'm glad that it did, and we're right to brag about that. They then turn around and go, oh, we had to kill all those Palestinians. Well, you just told me that we intercepted almost all the rockets and nobody got injured. I think there was 3 slight injuries in Israel. So why did you have to kill the 66 Palestinians? So 44
human shields.
Yeah, by the way, Israeli Defense Forces use human shields all the time. They will put Palestinian children in front of them and enter a building so they don't get shot. They're disgusting, okay? And then they pretend that, and then they pack everybody into Gaza. They got 2 million people in an open air prison, and they go, well, if I drop a bomb in the middle of your city, it's not my fault, it's your fault for having civilians there.
By the way, let me just jump in for a second, because the US response to Russia using the human shield argument to essentially do airstrikes that kill civilians, they condemn that. They condemn that argument when Russia is using, and they should condemn it when Russia is using it to justify the civilian deaths that happen as a result of their strikes against Ukraine, right? Yeah. But how is it that you somehow think it's okay for Israel to use the exact same argument pertaining to Palestinian civilians who die at the hands of these strikes that are done by the Israeli government and the IDF, the Israeli Defense Forces?
But Anna, let's be fair. So Biden did come out with this statement today about the horrific murder of these children, 16 children dead. He said Israel has our, quote, unwavering support.
Yeah, Biden.
So when Russia does it to Ukraine, the whole world has to unite and defeat Russia, and we celebrate the 80,000 dead and wounded Russian soldiers in Ukraine, and I think we should have defended Ukraine. But when Israel does it to the Palestinians, it's what, bravo, unwavering support, yay, bomb them, kill their children. Now you say, wait, Cenk, that's too harsh. Is it? No, killing 16 children is too harsh. Accurately telling you that they killed 16 children on purpose is not too harsh. That's just news reporting. And you say, oh, Cenk, is that really on purpose? I mean, in every conflict in the last 2 decades, Israel has killed 10, depending on the different conflicts, 10 to 100 times the civilian casualties as the Palestinians have. So if Israel is killing 100 civilians for every civilian Palestinians are killing, and we're calling the Palestinians terrorists, what does that make Israel? Jake, you're not allowed to ask questions like that. Israel is allowed to kill at 100-to-1 ratio. That's fine. Those are actually dead human beings, dead little children buried under the rubble with their heads smashed in, right? That's fine. But me pointing out that Israel does 100 times the terrorism that the Palestinians do is not acceptable. Really? Who made up those rules? So if that's what mainstream media wants to say, they can kiss my ass, because I care a lot more about those dead kids. I care a lot more about imprisoned Palestinians and the fact that they are never freed, that they live under an oppressive, disgusting occupation. I care 1,000 times more about that than Jake Tapper's tears about beloved Israel and how they just had to kill all those people. They had to. You know why? Because the only thing Palestinians understand is violence. But that's not at all racist to say that.